In this episode, our crew heads to Idaho to drive UTVs, ride electric dirt bikes, and do a bunch of other fun activities. We also give you an inside look at Hiker Trailer's extreme off-road model and much more. It's all coming up next on Off-Road Travel TV.
Presented by Beta, the official motorcycle of Off-Road Travel TV.
Last year, Ken and Wyatt Faught made an unexpected detour on the way back from the Bend Overland Expo, and that changed Wyatt's life. The pair went to Idaho to visit Lynn and Sarah Hodges, who are longtime friends and owners of Pro Moto Billet. Well, once again, the pair made a detour and headed back for some fun and some catching up.
A couple years ago, Ken and Wyatt were on a road trip, and so I'd known that Wyatt was an engineering student and was interested in gadgets and gizmos, and so we ended up talking and coming up with this plan of, hey, let's do an internship.
I got to run a bunch of 5-axis mills. I ran a couple other machines, like a rotary drum sander, bandsaw, forklift, but being able to be in a shop, running parts, running the robot loaders that they have, it was really cool to be in a production setting. I ran CNC machines before, but that was in an educational environment. And being in a honest-to-God work environment is a totally different ballgame, and it was fascinating to me. I was always learning something.
The equipment that I have in my shop, we have about 14 CNC mills and lathes. So we run robotic-fed milling machines, and we load parts up into them, and they run 24/7. And it's pretty cool to watch. I still, even after 25 plus years, just stand in front of them and just shake my head and go, man, that is amazing.
Unfortunately, and I go to a decent engineering school, I learned more in Lynn's shop about practical manufacturing skills and the application of my profession than I have in 2 years of college. Because that's all theory, and practice is worth its weight in gold. Coming back to the shop at PMB and touring it with Lynn was really fun. Not a lot has changed. Most of the people that I worked with are still there, sub for the other interns. It was cool seeing some of the new parts that they had been running and some of the old parts that they've changed and refined. I eat that stuff up. My passion is manufacturing, so seeing how that shop continues to improve really fascinates me, and it's cool to come see that and be able to share that experience.
Okay, so one of the other firsts that Wyatt got to do was learning how to wake surf. And so when he came into town again, it's like, well, let's go to the lake. So it is so fun to teach somebody and show them how to wake surf for the first time and watch them get up, and they look like a newborn baby calf or something, just all over the place. And then they start to get it figured out and the feel of it. And so Wyatt was able to catch on pretty quick.
My family loves spending time outdoors, whether we're dirt biking, razor riding, boating, just whatever. We take out the mountain bikes. It's so much fun getting out. I would say, 4 out of 7 days of the week, we're out doing something.
Since we were at Lynn's shop, where he has a nice massive barn with a 2-post lift, I said, what the hell, right? So we got it up on the lift, rotated the tires, checked fluids, did all that good stuff, and just kind of went over everything on the truck, made sure everything was tight. We had a couple things that had loosened from all the washboard roads, but being able to be in a shop, it was convenient, so we did it.
Idaho is one of my favorite states. In fact, I could live there. I really enjoy everything, especially the fact that it's very off-road friendly. One night, we wound up driving UTVs straight from Lynn Hodges' garage for about 2 hours over to a rock quarry where Sector 7 tests a lot of their lights.
We have a friend that has a rock quarry that we do our light pattern testing in, and it's great because there's a variety of terrains. We can pull up to a road where there's a cliff. You can look down and see what your lighting pattern looks like. And then there's also these big walls, sheer walls, that you can shine your light on and see what the pattern is. And so we've used that quarry a lot for our testing, and we fly drones and get pictures and compare the different optics and LEDs to get the right output pattern. So driving at night with really high power and well spread out lighting is amazing. It's never dark anymore. It's always daylight because you can just light up everything that you need to see, and it opens up your schedule for time. Because now, if it's getting dark, you can still jump in one. You got great lighting. You can go on a ride and have a blast.
This trip has given me the opportunity to really accomplish my goal when it comes to overlanding, which is to go to cool places, make cool memories with the people I love. And that is exactly what we got to do. With me, my dad, and now my girlfriend, it has been really fun to go to these incredible places, get in the dirt, have fun, do stuff that people don't do. And that's what it's all about.
Portable power is one of the most important accessories for all off-road enthusiasts. Our crew uses them on every single trip, even though we usually have lots of solar power, a backup generator, and are sometimes even connected to shore power. Portable power units come in a variety of sizes, everything from a small pocket-size unit to charge your cell phones, to medium ones to power a laptop and Starlink, to large ones that can power hair dryers, refrigerators, and small air conditioning units. We've been testing several models from a company called Ready. I always carry a 10,000 milliamp hour power bank. Ken Faught typically uses his RS600 portable power station inside his Go FSR rooftop tent to power his lights, his laptop, and charge his phone. Ready also offers a massive RS3600, but we have not had to go to this level just yet. Portable power is a really viable option to installing full-on permanent power inside a vehicle. Although we have purpose-built overland vehicles with over $10,000 in batteries, solar installation, etc., it typically changes the vehicle from a daily driver to a more purpose-built overland machine. You know, everything is a compromise, and it just depends on your needs. The best thing about portable power is that you can take it anywhere you desire, and you are not tied down to a vehicle. They can also be transferred from one vehicle to another, which makes them extremely practical. Companies also make portable solar power chargers, which are easy to set up and do a relatively good job at recharging the batteries as long as there's sufficient sunlight. Small portable power units typically start around $100, and the largest currently available sell for as much as $4,000. It's not exactly cheap, but they are incredible. Without a doubt, I would strongly recommend you checking these out and using them on your next adventure.
There has never been more choices for cool products to enhance your off-road experience, and today we're going to show you 3 of our favorites. The first is Pelican cases. These pretty much set the standard for protective cases and come in a wide range of styles and sizes. We use them for everything from camera equipment to adding extra storage outside of our vehicles. We also use the ice chest because they are interagency Grizzly Bear Committee approved, a key legal requirement in certain regions of the United States. Pelican cases are made of polypropylene and are the strongest, most durable cases we've ever used. For all of our dirt bike and ATV friends out there, we want to point out one of our favorite safety devices, these knee braces designed by Mobius. They are lightweight, moderately compact, and super strong. Mobius is different because they tighten using cables and can be adjusted with the dial to get that perfect fit. We have been fans of knee braces ever since they hit the market and would never ride without them. And the last of our cool products are these Benchmade knives. We've been buying these knives for several years, and most of us use them for everyday carry. They combine quality blade steel like MagnaCut or 20CV with just about every blade shape and scale material you could think of. With their custom program, you get exactly the knife you want with the right blade, hardware, and scales. They even offer custom engraving, all backed with Life Sharp guarantee. The station knife steals the show at our camp kitchen and at home, along with the rest of their 3-piece set of chef's knives.
Setting out on a journey for 49 days, the team relies on a rugged trailer for comfort and durability for life on the road.
We were using this trailer for this trip because the trip is going to be 49 days long. Typically I sleep out of my rooftop tent, but with a trip this long, a trailer is going to add to comfort and sustainability.
I'm actually a huge fan of smaller trailers. I love their sleeping compartment, their outdoor kitchen, storage, and overall lightweight. This is a perfect size trailer for something like a 4Runner, Bronco, or Jeep.
The trailer I'm using is the hiker trailer, the Extreme Off-Road, and I love it. It's super capable and it's still comfortable. It's got plenty of different amenities to make everyday life a little more enjoyable.
Covering 10,000 miles, the trailer's proven to be a solid base camp, adding the comforts of home on the road.
So one of the most luxurious things on this trailer has to be the shower. It has an instant hot water heater. It heats up the water real quick and real hot. So another cool thing about the shower is it does actually have an enclosure around it, so you're not out in the open. It's kind of like the canopy. It hangs off to the side using a type of canvas, so you can take showers and not have to worry about other people seeing you. It's got a canopy made by 23-0. Covers 270 degrees of the trailer. So it covers the entire right side. It also covers the rear portion for if you need to pull stuff out of storage. It comes with propane tanks on the side as well, so you could use those for your shower, you could use those for your heater, or even if you want to use a portable stove. It comes with a table. You put the stove on the table, hook up to your propane, and you're good to go.
I feel like a queen in this because I have a bed, hot shower, cooktop, basically an L-shaped kitchen, and it's the most luxurious thing I've experienced.
With a fully equipped shower, a kitchen setup, and privacy features, this trailer provides a lot of unexpected luxury in remote places.
So this trailer actually has its main battery source up front. And the cool thing about it is it's hooked up to the solar panel that's on the roof, so it maintains a charge. If you park your trailer in a spot that's got a lot of sunlight, that solar panel will keep your battery charged for days on end with normal use. It'll keep your refrigerator going and all your lights going. So if you're not able to hook up to shore power, you can run the fan that's up on the roof off of battery power. A combination of that and opening up the windows will cool down the trailer a significant amount. And if it gets cold, you could always turn on the heater that's run off of propane. My personal favorite feature is actually the second battery that's in the back. It's got a Gold Zero 1500 Yeti, and it's used for secondary power, but it's removable from the back of the trailer. It's awesome.
Powered by solar and multiple battery systems, the trailer's energy system ensures long-term sustainability off-grid.
So this trailer actually has a significant amount of storage for how small it is. The entire back portion opens up and you can fit a lot of stuff in there. The main cabin has small cubbies for personal items like hygiene bags and whatnot. The front has some extra storage as well for stuff like Pelican cases to be strapped on top, and your fridge actually goes in there as well. This trailer actually came with a Truma single zone freezer. The settings I have right now are actually 34 degrees because I need it more as a refrigerator. The fridge is large enough that you could actually store enough food in there for 2 people for probably about a week. So one of the things about this trailer is it's made for overlanding. It's made for getting far out there for dispersed camping. You're really remote in bear country and who knows what. The level of security this trailer has is actually a pretty significant boost compared to tent camping. It's got deadbolts, the door handles lock, the windows lock. It's a lot safer, and it feels a lot safer. It makes it easier to sleep at night.
This has changed everything for me. I absolutely adore the shower and having a lot of space for storage and cooking. The comfort inside the trailer has been amazing. We were able to fold back the bed and convert it into a workspace or sitting area. And there's additional storage under the mattress, which has been great to store additional items.
From lockable doors to elevated sleeping, the trailer's design boasts both comfort and security while off the ground.
So one of the things I actually appreciate most about this trailer is how rugged it is. It comes with 33-inch tires, has some pretty heavy-duty suspension, the frame is pretty strong as well. With these 33-inch tires, believe it or not, it actually has more ground clearance than my Bronco that's sitting on 37s. The articulating hitch is also pretty good because when you get into the tough stuff, it has full motion. You're not gonna worry about popping the ball like you will on a regular trailer. We did one trail over in Whistler that was pretty significant when it comes to getting a trailer up somewhere. Tight turns, big bumps, even tree stumps and whatnot. With how small this package is, including how small my vehicle is, I'm able to get around corners a lot easier than a lot of other vehicles.
Thanks to a lightweight build, the trailer's easy towing adds freedom to explore with fewer constraints.
So one of my biggest concerns about towing a trailer was towing capacity. I have the 2.3 liter inline 4 on my Bronco, so towing capacity was obviously a limitation. This trailer is super light. Even though it's got everything I need, it's still 2,900 pounds gross vehicle weight, and my vehicle has no issues towing it, so getting to these locations is still relatively easily done. The biggest thing I've learned about this trip is preparation is key. You have to be prepared for a trip like this, and it takes months and months. If you're gonna be gone for weeks at a time, you have to be prepared. So overall, the trailer has actually been quite the game changer when it comes to increasing our longevity, when it comes to increasing comfort, even safety. Both myself and my girlfriend are pretty appreciative of what this trailer has to offer. I'm pretty happy we got this one. When it comes to the off-road capabilities, I have a very capable vehicle, and it's nice to have a trailer that can match that capability. So overall, I couldn't be happier with the setup.
The next stop was about a 2-hour drive to Lynn and Sarah Hodges' private property. The crew spent the next 4 days driving UTVs, riding electric motorcycles, and swimming in a lake.
Fortunately for us, and it's a lesson I've learned over the past couple years, mostly fortified by Lynn. Lynn has learned that there's a lot of fun to be had in different ways.
So we love the outdoors so much that we ended up buying a property here in central Idaho, and we come up every weekend. And we love it. We bring our razors, we bring our dirt bikes, we use it for testing and going out and trying out all of our products, make sure everything's up to par. We just love the outdoors and being up here. I like side-by-sides because it brings a different aspect of outdoor adventure. You can throw the family in one. You can have your wife in the car with you, your kids in the car, and go explore together. And so that's one thing about dirt biking that's a little bit different, is you got to be very particular about trails and making sure that everybody can ride where you're going. We're in a side-by-side. You need one driver that can handle the terrain that's coming at you. And it's just so much fun as a family. Dollar for dollar, I think UTVs are one of the best values out there that are available. They're so smooth. They have so much travel, and to be able to do that with a different kind of vehicle, you spend a lot of money on aftermarket parts. So dollar for dollar, side-by-sides are very impressive. So one advantage of side-by-sides is your ability to take cargo with you. We went to a lake and we took blow-up kayaks, we took stand-up paddle boards, we took lunch, we had everything we needed, and we went out and we just had a blast.
UTVs and side-by-sides have really changed the landscape for off-roading because dollar for dollar, there isn't a better four-wheel drive value. You can go to a dealer, buy a box stock UTV, and have an absolute blast. And of course, the aftermarket is full of amazing performance parts.
Side-by-sides are mostly intuitive compared to your average vehicle. They control the same, but they don't have traction control. They have oodles of power and almost instantaneous torque because most of them run off a CVT, which is a continuously variable transmission. So it means no matter how fast you're going, you are always at the optimal gearing for your RPM and speed. And that is infinitely adjustable and always changing. I love side-by-sides because they give me the opportunity to go fast, feel the acceleration, while still being in control. It's why I hate roller coasters. I want to be the one at the wheel, deciding everything, and ultimately controlling it, taming the beast. But on the other hand, if I'm not good enough to tame the beast on a certain obstacle, I'm in a roll cage. Things can go wrong and we'll still be okay.
One of the biggest adventures on the entire trip happened on an electric motorcycle. That's when 5 of the crew members went on a 45-minute ride that turned into something that lasted until midnight.
There's a lot of people look at electric technology and want to criticize it, and I really don't know why. You know, you have electric, you have 2-stroke motors, you have 4-stroke motors. I think it's just a different variety. It's kind of like a jet ski versus a snowmobile versus a dirt bike. They all kind of have their own, highlights and things that advantages from a technical aspect. So the biggest thing I see from electric motorcycles is that they produce very little sound. It all comes from the chain system and the tires. It gives you a lot more ability to ride in more places.
So I think that electric motorcycles do give you a lot more land to ride on. For example, is here at our property. We can go ride and have a great time. I do plan on building a track here on my property, and I don't have to worry about making my neighbors upset because I'm making noise. And it's the same thing, the sound carries through this valley all over the place. And I can be out there on an e-bike and I don't disrupt anybody. They still get to have their piece and I still get to have my fun.
The biggest surprise of Idaho was getting on the e-bikes and not only going out in some 2-track fire roads, but then it became single track and then it became no track. And then we spent 3 hours trying to get ourselves out of this ravine.
Last night's e-bike ride, we're told it was supposed to be a 45-minute ride on fire roads. And it was going great till on our way back, someone wanted to do some exploring. And Lynn pointed off a little trail that goes off the main road we were on. And Travis gladly dove off, and I was gonna let him have fun without me. So I dove off, and pretty soon, all 5 or 6 of us went barreling down this trail. Let's say it became less of a trail and more of a tree climbing situation.
So we had to lift the bikes up over logs. Some of these logs are 3 feet tall, just huge. You come up onto one and you gotta go down or you gotta go up and figure out what the best way is, and then its neighbor is 10 feet away from it, and they're just like pickup sticks, the old pickup sticks game with just trees everywhere. It was a good time. And we went about a mile. And I don't know, what was it, 3 hours? So we went about 1/3 of a mile per hour. It was fantastic. Everybody made it out okay. We all got scratched up, we all got beat up, but nobody got seriously hurt. And the next morning, we could all smile and talk about it. That was great.